Yes, definitely we do give thanks for life and the mighty life given. And we give thanks for all good things around us and from Zion above. So we praise for his divine love. Give thanks definitely as you step into the realms of the food of self, and where we definitely feast upon foods that don't only nourish the physical structure, the cells and the tissue and the organs that make up the organism, as we are all organisms. That's why most times when people talk of man and human relationship, they say they have orgasms. But really, not really supposed to have an orgasm. You're supposed to, yeah, well, I mean, you have an orgasm to create an organism, eh? I mean, if you just take out the organism. Okay, all right. So, the organism. So, an organism is created in the whole process of what we call coming together, right? So, you create an organism. So, give thanks for this divine moment where once more we are here with you on Calabash Television, as definitely it is always an honor and a privilege to be, of service to you. As this evening we are a bit tardy, not late, we're just a bit tardy, and we give thanks even for having the opportunity even to have the hour and the 15 minutes. Sometimes you waiting for someone and you're upset. Oh, garçon, comme monsieur pas venir encore, garçon, and all type of things you say, when sometimes the man really sincerely going for a difficult situation, right? So sometimes when you're waiting for someone and you don't see that person, maybe you're supposed to pray. Oh, bon Dieu, by force, by kouai, Dieu, pour ça, il fait côté calé, ya. Moi, ça, vous comprenez, okay, by force, by kouai, Dieu, by direction, much. So, it's important that when, things don't go your way, that at least, you try to, send some positive energy in the other direction. At least to assist the person to actually overcome whatever difficulties that person is actually going through. So we give thanks, definitely, as tonight I'm going to be dealing with, I have a box of goodies, right? A box of goodies. So it's just our products, some of our tea bags and all these different type of things that, tonight I'll just be focusing. All I'm going to be doing tonight is sales. Today is my sales night. I'm going to, okay? Box of goodies, tea bags, and activated charcoal, and hemp syrup, and garlic syrup, and pure green, and I mean so much more in the goodie bag. I mean, it's all good, that's why we call it the goodie bag. So definitely we're going to go deep into these products there. And when we hit the hour of 7 o'clock, coming down to the 8 o'clock hour, I mean, give thanks. We are live and direct with you today. Give thanks, honorable, namaste. Give thanks, gracias. Give thanks for all those divine souls who are here with us right now in our presence. And we are going to, go on a journey. So I hope you fasten your seatbelt. Definitely, as we are about to take off, we are going to reach some heavens tonight. So definitely just be patient with us and forgive us again for being a bit tardy. And tonight we are going to also have Sister Ramasa giving us a 15 minutes of inspiration before we begin to the expiration process of going through down from that hour there. So, honorable sister, I mean, I'm going to give you a moment so at least you could do your stuff, and definitely we pray that you are ready to fulfill your obligations to the people. So go ahead, honorable.
Good evening, everyone. And
hey, it's blessed love.
Blessed love.
All right.
I'm so thankful to be here with us again for the Power of Love series. Today, our focus is going to be on the spiritual model of love. And last session, we looked at intimacy and fear. And so we're just going to do a recap of that. We learned last session that intimacy was the art of looking in, or the art of being open, whereas fear was where we push away from the ones that we love. So the frequency of fear was lower energy, where there is this push and pull mechanism, but with intimacy, which is love, there is the looking into and the free flowing of energy. Some of the push and pull components of fear energy, I would like us to observe our various relationships, and we are going to identify if some of these features are dominant in our everyday relations. So, as it relates to fear, we saw that there is high separation, pain, confusion, isolation. There is a measure of obsession with fear. There is no trust in fear, conflict, bondage, blockages. There's war, fighting, bickering, depression, anxiety, worry, and there's always this stuck feeling when we deal with the levels or the energies of fear. When we deal with the energies of intimacy or love, we naturally have a sense of well-being. There is joy, bliss, togetherness, trust, pleasantness, bonding, connection. There is openness, vulnerability, sensitivity, empathy. Empathy is the ability to care for someone else. There is kindness, goodness, tenderness, self-control, long-suffering, patience, forgiveness, and the free-flowing state of giving. So these are some of the major characteristics you can see in the supply of love vis-a-vis the supply of fear. Now tonight we are going to focus on the book of Genesis. We are going to look at Genesis chapter 2 verse 21 to 25. And in our last session we saw how Adam was formed from the earth. And I'm just going to run through some parts of the scripture so that you can get an idea as to what we are looking at tonight. We are going to begin from verse 24. In verse 24 of Genesis chapter 2 verse 21 to 25, it says, "Now then a man will leave his father and his mother, and he will cleave unto his wife, and they will become one flesh." In this verse here, we have the principle of what we call the law of one. If you notice carefully that when Adam was formed, Adam was a whole individual. He was whole in his connection and his intimacy with his divine creator. He was whole with everything that he was formed from Mother Earth. He was filled with all the necessary atomic molecules. He was one with his entire being. He was one with the animals in the creative garden with him. So everything in Adam was together and he was whole. Adam was not in lack of anything. And divine creator is showing us a very significant lesson here, that when God is ready for us to expand from a relationship of intimacy from him and that to others, we have to be whole individuals. If we are not whole individuals, then our relationships will not work accordingly, because we become codependent individuals because we are not whole. So in our prototype with Adam, Adam was together. So when God was ready, he now joined Adam with a partner, but that partner now is coming from within Adam. So Adam is now expanding on this level of intimacy from God now, where he's now able to express intimacy with someone else. So the Bible goes on to tell us in verse 25 that they were both naked, that is the man and the woman, and they were not ashamed. So here we see another dynamics here, where both Adam and Eve were fully naked physically, but it goes beyond that. There was this nakedness of seeing into each other. Both Adam and Eve was at that point where there was this open connection. There was nothing hidden between them. And so they were naked, yet still they were not ashamed of their nakedness, because the openness was what joined them and bond them in this intimacy. And when we look at that model, it is very important for us to take pointers from that model, because in our modern relationships, we can say that either our relationships are on life support, they are dying, or they're dead. Now, that is just a general statement from what we have seen across the board, because there are many variables that can lead to that, but I have just identified 3 of them for this evening. One of the variables that is responsible for the lack of luster in our relationships is, number 1, because of what we established last session, was that of intimacy. If we are not able to have intimacy with God, we are not able to have intimacy with anybody else. So if we are not intimate with God, we cannot be intimate with our own selves. Therefore, it is impossible for us to be intimate with another. So the basic principle of being whole and together is very critical when we are about to establish relationships, whether it is parental relationship, lover relationship, sibling relationship, co-workers, nation. All relations have to begin with this principle of being whole and together, and not having lack in us. Therefore, we become a codependent individual, now seeking to get our wholeness from someone else apart from within who we are. And with that, I'm going to highlight 3 models of relationships that exist right now. Model number 1, on my chat, we have relationships that is called sex first relationships. In a sex first relationships, individuals bond into the act of sex after knowing an individual for a short period of time. So individuals will unite with one another, and as a result of this union, the relationship becomes an attachment relationship. Not a relationship of wholeness, but 2 individuals are now bonded to each other because they have exchanged in vital sexual energies, thus connecting them together in a tie. And as that relationship progresses, that relationship goes into a state of what we call confusion, because the basic principle from the beginning was never established in that relationship. So these individuals now come to a critical point in the relationship where you either run away, that is end that relationship, or you progress that relationship into what we call as an attachment relationship. It could be a friends with benefits, it could be a visiting relationship, it could be a common law union that expands and goes into marriage, but the root of that will lead into abuses. Now, I know the word abuse might seem a bit heavy, but it is true, these relationships end up going into abusive relationships. That is abuse, whether it's physical, verbally, emotional, spiritual, financially, because the foundation was not correct. It progressed into that. Then the individuals now can be led into grounds of infidelity, and these relationships usually end in divorce if the grace of God is not applied to that relationship, so that you can go into a state of recovery. So this is
when you talk about grace of God, what? Because you see, our whole, when we look at the whole aspect of a relationship, okay, our relationship can be based upon, okay, for instance, you have, let's say you're in a Muslim country, all right, or you are in South Africa, okay, whereby the morality of people, what is moral for people is not based upon the religious dogmas of the West, or I would say it is not based upon specifically like what a Christian might believe is good and bad. So like infidelity is something that is very relative, relative to what region you are in, what religion you are in, and what culture that you have actually lived by. If we remember, even the past South African president, all right, he had two wives. I mean, women of great stature, all right. But if someone, so this big man, big president of a nation, has two or three wives, right? But yet still, someone, because of their religious background or whatever upbringings that they might have here in the West, might divorce or might fight, might kill one another just because of something that someone else might perceive as all natural and all good. So I believe that even we as people of African ascendance, people who really are out of, you know, our navel string is really not out of the European world, it's out of the African world. So our culture and our traditions are completely different. And when it is that you come and you shove down someone's religion and someone's way of life upon another man, and you force them, you make them perceive that whatever it is that they are doing is wrong, and boy, you praising the devil and all them, that's evil, and probably that's things that they've been doing for over 6,000, 10,000 years, and that civilization must have been older than even their civilization. Because even, I know that, I'm just a perception,
Yes.
I know that even in I remember a time when I used to speak to my daddy, you know, about yoga. I mean, he's a boy, like yoga is something that's satanic. I mean, he was very at that point. He's more spiritual now, but at that time he was very religious. I mean, based upon his upbringing, whatever he might perceive, whatever the pastor told him in the church, right? Yoga was something that was evil. You know, you open up your soul to all type of demons and all these type of things. So this person that might have just been doing yoga and is probably 100 times better than that person who doesn't do yoga and call yoga people all demonic and all type of thing, right, perceives that that person is doing something evil, right? The same way, like with relationships, right? A man that has two wives or two or three women or whatever it is that he have, one woman might kill off herself or whatever, or divorce or all type of thing, all type of confusion. When another place in the world, another woman might welcome and might say, "Oh, husband, we have 500 acres of land, and the things are getting very tough for me to manage. I've been looking at sister over there. I think that she'll be a great wife to add." You understand? Even on WhatsApp, there was this man, if they was selling that thing out, if this man, if 100 and something wives, and that city and all these children were going to school and all these different type of things. So I believe that we have to be very careful when we speak about subjects of relationship, because these things, they are very relative to your geographic location, to your religion, to your perspective, your point of view, and what might be true for one person might be completely different for another person. And one person that might be thinking that they're sinning, another person might be thinking that they are living a righteous life, right? So a Muslim might be looking forward to die and go to heaven and get 100 wives, right? And then a woman and a man might get divorced just because the man have one other woman, you know? So I think these things, they are very relative, and it should be placed into perspective, and people are supposed to have a clear understanding. We're not religious, and we're not religious on this program. We're not teaching no religion or no religious thing and them type of things. You understand? Everyone is free, and we welcome, people of different views and different perspectives. I mean, you're free, and if you don't agree, or if you agree with something that the sister is saying, I mean, you could call and you could question, and and make her expound and make her, really clarify whatever it is that she's saying. But I just wanted to put this a little bit in, so at least we have a clear understanding of what we're talking about. Go ahead, Honorable.
In light of what you said, you're very correct, Priest, because no matter what spectrum of the globe we fall into, in St. Lucia and the Caribbean, our relationship model is that of monogamy. All right. In other cultures, we have polygamy.
I don't believe that it's monarch. People. You see, they have a level of hypocrisy in the society.
In society.
Yeah, it's very hypocritical. I mean, I would believe that up to 75 or 80% of any man, 75% of any man in a relationship, right? 75% to 80% of any man in any relationship would have somebody else that they're speaking to or they do whatever they're doing with. Right? And then you would find also, and it's something that we really need to go into as a people, because you find that people just really take this thing to a different level. Okay, you might find this woman, right? Okay, and I could bet you that you could know about 50 of them, and at least 45 of them, that's what they would do. You'd have this woman. She might come to you and cry and say, I find out John is cheating his chin. And she cry and cry and cry, and then she's been in this relationship for over 15 years, and she lives, right? And then what she does now, after a couple of months now, she's with Paul, right? Now Paul is a man that's already married. Okay? So Paul married, Paul have his wife, Paul have 2 free children. You understand? And I'm telling you, because that's something I have seen over and over and over again. A woman leaving a relationship because she says that her husband is being an infidel, or he is having other relationships, right? And that same woman would go and get involved. Her new relationship would be an involvement in a relationship with a man
who's already
taken. So then you ask yourself that question. But that's something that I always analyze. Because I just analyze these type of things. When other people see things one way, I see things I have thousands of different perspectives. Things is not just only one way, thousands of ways. So you must understand that we are in a society where the black woman doesn't really want to empower the black man. So you ask yourself the question: is she out of that relationship because, right, of what the man is doing? Because look, she went into another relationship with a man that might have, and she left whatever she had invested in for 15 years because of something that she's claiming that she doesn't like. But yet still, she goes into another one with a man who is married, have family, children, and have her and maybe 2 or 3 others on the side.
And here you have brought the answer to the vicious cycle that goes on. So whether or not we are in relationships that is of monogamy or polygamy, where we have more than one wife.
They have women with more than one husband. There are
yes,
cultures in Africa also where you have women with more than one husband.
Okay.
Where you have women who has 2 or 3 or 4 husbands.
Okay. Now, with relationships that
I think they call it polyandry or something.
Polyandry. Yeah. Relationships that exist of that nature, the principle still applies, priest, because you cannot begin a relationship as a codependent entity. And that is what I want to bring across, whether or not the laws of your land promotes polygamy, polyandry, or monogamy. Individuals must enter relationships as the prototype that is being whole and complete. When you enter a relationship and you expect your significant other to be your source of fuel and life and support, and your whole being is dependent on another human being, this is where we end up getting issues in our relationships. When Creator created the model for relationships, he created whole individuals to partner with one another. So if your societal or your cultural beliefs is more than one man or more than one woman or just one man and one woman, the basic principle is that of wholeness.
Well,
That
I
is
say,
the model.
you see, relationship. See, people that's really waste time with the whole idea of relationships. I personally see a relationship as an economic relation. You see, anytime a man and a woman actually come together, you have two souls uniting. You have to literally, you have two people uniting, and people spend so much time on emotional things and forget about the economics and the sustainability of their own relationship. You understand? So a relationship is not about lovey-dovey and oh blah blah blah
That's
and
an
you're
aspect
mine,
of
you
it.
this and that and that. That's far from that. That's far from that. You know, a relationship is an agreement that it's a business. It's a business. When you involve with someone, right? It's a business you form. I personally see myself and my empress, you know, as okay. We enter into also a business because she is of value. She has that certain amount of value, right? And then I have that amount of value. And when we come together now, right, in that oneness, our values now uplift us to a higher level, right? So it's not about you are going to get into something with someone, and y'all come together and that person draw you down or you draw down this person. No, a relationship is a business arrangement, right? The lovey-dovey and all these different aspects of it, right? These things they are just the sparking of it to build up that trust where you could tell that person, well, look, $100,000, man, do that for me. You know, or look that thing and do that for me. Or check that thing there for me, do that for me. You see, there are several people. They have all the relationships. The 90% of the 99% of most of the men I know outside there, right? They're human, even their wife. A lot of them they have separate economics,
Yes.
right? Separate. They don't know what that one have a bank account, or they don't know how much money that one makes, or this one there everything is separate. That can never work. That's impossible. So there's no idea of what monetary value that union is actually worth. I'm not talking about just lovey-dovey, you know. What it is that you all worth together economically. So you all have developed that level of trust because remember, you know, no money, no love, right? No money, no
No
love,
love.
right? Remember, somebody can't be hungry and not eating. I love you, baby. I love you, honey. And what happen? And you're hungry. You can't eat. You can't drink. And I love you. No, no, no. That's lovey-dovey, right? The love aspect of things is whereby that level of trust, that energy is built up, that every aspect of your business, every cent, every 100th of a cent is clearly overstood and understood and sidestead and all levels. That contemporary, that partner, that other part of you supposed to have full access to that. That's the level of understanding that we're dealing with, whereby people now, you're dealing with your empress, right? And then, empress, look, man, take that and you know, do that for me, yeah? And, okay, look, the money, man. Organize that, now, man. You know, and, empress, give me $500 there, man. Or give me $100 there. Give me $1,000. Or give me a 10. You know, I want 10 grand, you know, from do that. Remember, that, you know, we don't deal like that. The woman have her own thing. I love you, honey. Big ring on their finger and thing, you know, man. And then they have their own level of business. This thing is the biggest hypocrisy that I have ever seen. You know, and I don't believe that is love. You know, and that's what people portray and society portray as love. You know, we must begin to see relationships as an economic and a business venture. You know, where you begin, because no matter what anyone say, you know, it all boils down to the money. It boils down to the money. How much you trust me? Okay, you buy me that smile and that type of thing. I tell you, okay, how much money on your bank account? Miss Kailash, what are you talking about? You know, all the fancy talk will fly out of the window when it comes to the money aspect of things. So when we surpass that and understand, well, yeah, that's what we're about. Then you could come into the realms of relationships. Yeah, go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
here you have answered the question, priest, and that is when we venture into a relationship, compatibility is vital. And knowing the mission of a union is also vital. Many persons I hear, they say, oh, I'm in love. And I find that very confusing, because I don't understand how you can love somebody just from 3-4 encounters of being in socialization and dating, and we are in love already. But when I look at the principle of relationship on a spiritual level, I realize that love suffers long. So you actually have to be in a union with someone for you to actually say over a period of time that you actually love that person. So love is actually the ending root of what a relationship is made up of. It begins with two whole individuals who have a mission, who have a plan, as you said, the economic aspect. But I look at it balanced. It involves all aspects of the relationship. But you must consider the compatibility of the person that you are joining your union with, because you can be in a relationship that is highly sound economical, and yet still you and the person that you have aligned yourself with, you all are not compatible, you all are not yoked spiritually. There are so many factors that we have to consider. But all of this need to be considered in our wholeness. When we seek for people, we ask intentional questions. We delve into the important aspects where there is no sexual bonding happening on the initial encounter with the person, because you must have clarity of thought. I have noted, no matter what culture you find yourself in, as long as you find yourself in sexual, that is synergetical exchanging of energies with another human being, you form attachments. And if the basic foundation, the mission statement of a union is not established, but you have already started expressing synergetic energy, you tie yourself in confusion. And that is very principle in what was established in any spiritual book that you can find on the planet Earth. Sex and bonding is for the the uniting or making a relationship solid. But if we begin that at the beginning, clarity is lost. The basic things that we need to see, as you said, what is the mission for our union? Is it just because I love your curves, or I want to have many wives? I want to, there are so many
Have many
strange reasons,
husbands.
why people want relationships. But there must be a focus, a point, a mission for the union. And then the marriage is living out the focus of that mission. And then when you leave that out, that is where bonding occurs and synergetic expression occurs. And over a process of time, you can say, this is the person I love. Not somebody I just met for 6 months. I don't know that person. But if I bond with them within 6 to 90 days, I find myself in confusion now, because that person, as you rightly said, doesn't want to have a joint enterprise with me. We don't want to join accounts. What's our mission? What is the purpose of our relationship? Our relationship has no definition in it. And then we are bounded with individuals that we are not yoked with, and we end up staying in relationships that are fractured, relationships that are unhealthy, because the basic principles were not established from the beginning.
Well, we give thanks for that, honorable sister. Give thanks, definitely, as give thanks the power of love segment. I mean, we could go on and on in that, but as you know, we have some other things we have to touch base on also. With somebody said this woman is really speaking out life and knows. NOSE or KNOWS. Yes, definitely. We did one intercession. When we come again, we're going to open up the lines, and we're going to take a little trip in the herbal pharmacy, where the pharmacy is everything. Jah Rastafari.
Amen.
That's it.
Bless us.
Hey, Keisha, what's happening over there?
I'm not sure, but it looks like something big.
Really?
In observance of its 26th anniversary, Fix is offering new and existing customers the Jumbo Mortgage Finance Package, a package which gives customers the power to get additional financing to better their lives with several bonus options. A built-in savings plan, repayment 2 months after disbursement, and a mortgage payment holiday too.
What I'm hearing is that you can get any kind of loan as long as you can mortgage any property as security.
Wow, then that's jumbo.
Indeed.
The JMF package comes with 100% financing on land and house loans, attractive interest rates, debt consolidation, and much more. Get the all-new Jumbo Mortgage Finance at Fix. Terms and conditions apply. Fix, a company you can trust.
Hey, Glacia, ou pas las vezes à faire femme,
Monica dit, comment dire qu'il fait tout ce travail ça qui paie l'argent?
oubliez ça Thomas et Troflantan là. Ça y fait nous. Madame n'a ni priorité douette.
Show off, madame Nakacho.
Et ça mon pas qu'à coûter ça radioactive à ka dit on y pour empêcher glo à l'infondation Kaila. Fait canal. On jégoutier qui croise en masse glo mettez bah oui en bagoutière. The ladies adapting to climate change. Don't hate, emulate.
Cox, quand nous avons un monde, qui ça nous ça fait?
Water is our main problem, you know. What I seen is more drainage, some trees to help with the land seepage, and a little retaining wall. Una mesu just ka hete zodi an wa vina. E glacia on put two boots, you need to stop it today.
Climate change impacts will keep getting worse. Starting with the basics can help your family reduce loss and save lives.
Shopping with reusable bags is simple and easy. Your reusable bag does not have to be a Massey bag. It can be any other bag, even a thermal bag for your cold or hot items. Keep your reusable bags in your car, not in the house. If you don't have a car, fold a few bags neatly and keep all in one bag. Always walk with enough bags to carry and separate your groceries. Let's manage plastic use. Join the movement. Use reusable bags to avoid paying 25 cents for each Massey plastic bag used to package your groceries.
Did you know that 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives? Did you know that it is safe to give blood even if you have a tattoo? Did you know that the average patient uses 2 pints of blood? Did you know that giving blood can reduce your risk of cardiovascular diseases? Blood connects us all. Share life, give blood. For further information, you can contact the St. Lucia Blood Bank Service at 4525430. Email us at slubloodbank@gmail.com. Save a life, give blood.
Jah Rastafari. Definitely we do give thanks for life and the mighty life giver. Give thanks for all good things around us are sent from Zion above. So we praise Farai. We praise Farai for his divine love. Unapologetically African. Give thanks. Alright, so definitely, I mean, as we are having a little conversation with the honorable sister, and I was telling her, well, you know, if you know your Bible and you don't know your history, the knowledge of your Bible becomes a mystery. You know, because you see many things that are written in the Bible, if you don't put it in context, you know, you get sidetracked. That's why people get so religious, and then they forget the key, the simplest things of life. They forget, and they're the most religious people. Look at them, man. Watch them go to church with their high heels and their short skirt. And then the simplest thing about the teachings of Christ, people don't understand. They don't teach nothing about Christ. You know, all they teach about is religion. You know, yet still, what the grandmaster carpenter came to teach, they don't know about that. So anyway, give thanks for the power of love and the power of relationship, as definitely the relationships that we have to actually foster among one another relations with are sincere, true to one another. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to night, if it is that you don't do whatever you're doing in the spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood, because as I said, people just always try to take out the woman out of everything, man. The woman, yeah, you know, the black woman is a goddess, you know? Yeah. She's the mother of all other nations. The black woman can create any other nation. You never see a black woman produce a Chinese? You know, you never see a black woman produce a white person? Yeah, you see them, you call them albino. You know, you never see that? Yeah. You never see, yeah, so they have made the black woman feel so belittled, so like nothing. She bleaches her skin, you know, she perms her hair. You know, imagine that the woman goes as far as putting a substance in a skull that's corrosive, meaning that
it burns.
I hope I'm not offending you there. You know?
Oh no, I don't have
okay,
relaxer in my hair.
It burns your skull. It actually fries your brain. I mean, when you have an autopsy of someone with perm in the head, there is literally a green film right over the brain, over the years and years and years of frying. And you'll tell somebody, oh, you know, you put in this type of alkali substance that's dangerous, that burns your scalp. It literally eats up your hair. That's how you have so much breakage and all these type of things there. It contains parabens. It contains all cancer-causing agents. Man, if you eat it, you're dead. Just eat that and see what happens to you. Eat it. Eat the can. Eat the can. Go ahead. Eat the can. Eat the can. Go ahead. Eat the can. Or eat the container. It kills you. So what do you think happens when you put it in your scalp? You know? It kills you. Right? So at the end of the day, we have our black sisters, our beautiful queens, our goddesses, literally go and pay money to put some filthy, stinky little chemicals in the hair, burn up the scalp, destroy the hair, mess up them nice, natural, thick hair. You know, I love the black woman with a natural, thick hair, man. I cannot, you know, you have a woman with a whole heap of perm and thing, next thing you pass your hand in the hair and a whole heap of hair stay in your hand. You understand that, you know? So at the end of the day, most of the men outside there, they make our black woman believe that, oh, guys, oh, she vote, but she vote. She vote. Yeah. That's silly. You know, you have to love the black woman for her divine, godly self. You know, and encourage her to stop burning her scalp and frying her hair and giving herself breast cancer. You know, and cervical and ovarian cancer. You know, if you inhale the perm, you develop bronchitis and asthma. Come on. How can we as a nation of people sit and accept such folly and believe like as if, okay, all right, and oh, I love myself. Oh, I love myself. Oh, please, I love myself. You love yourself. You loved yourself. So a woman that perms her hair is not any better than a man who smokes cigarettes. Trust me. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to night, you know, you're just the same. Because you are doing something that I can kill you, I can destroy your life. You know, so let us please, you know, look at ourselves and love ourselves. You know, and don't allow, you know, don't allow people, don't allow no one whatsoever to make you believe that you are something less than you're supposed to be. Because trust me, I mean, you're divine. Okay? Okay? So, at the end of the day, when it comes to night, please, don't waste no time. Step forward in all your boldness, all your strength, all your divine beauty, you know, and be all that you supposed to be. You know? So at the end of the day, when it comes to night, nobody will come and make you believe like you are something that you're not, and make you step down for something less, and make you do all type of foolishness and all. But the amount of things that people let's make our woman do. Come Come on, man. So it's the whole idea of love and all them different type of things there. You know, we have to check ourselves with them things there. You know, because most times I see even some of my good brethren and them, and I see how they operate and how they do their things. You know, it's not good at all. You know, and when it comes to how they deal with their business if they're human and thing, they're not supposed to be no secret. Not supposed to be there and separate things on the side and believe like you guys know eh? You know, some people don't listen to the empresses, man. They don't listen. They don't listen to nothing at all that they say. Any woman that come and tell me, yo priest, I love you, priest, and ting. You know, woman that say, oh boy priest, all kind of thing that say priest Kailash. I say, love my empress now, man. Yeah. When you tell me you love me, love my empress. Alright? Love my empress. That's what you have to love my empress. Because she created me. You can't come and believe that you could love me and I love you and dang, and then the woman that create me, you know, you don't want to even have a word with me. It's a waste of time. All them things. That's why if it is that people really know the meaning of love, right? When you love something or someone, you love everything that pertains to them. Every single thing that pertains to them. You love it and you honor it and you trust it and you adore it, and that's it. Say you love God. You know? You love God. You know, and if you do love God, you know, you'd have known exactly how to deal with God. You know, that's that way you'd have dealt with yourself in a better manner. So definitely we give thanks specifically for Life and a Mighty Life Giver, and we give thanks for being here with you tonight. What we're going to do, we're going to go over a list of our products. I mean, the phone lines are open. You could open up the phone lines definitely for the people to ask questions. I know if they want to ask our honorable say some questions, but the phone lines are definitely open. You know, you could give us a call. Let us know exactly what it is that, you know, you feel like you could share with us. If you feel like you want to learn something, you know, you could just give us a call and let us know exactly what is going on with you, because it's not all about us, it's about I and I, you know. So we're going to begin with our free up laxative. This is what we call a free up laxative, taking care of business. Freedom of movement internationally. Free up laxative. The free up laxative is basically our colon cleanse. This is one of our products. I created this product in 2004. That was while I was in medical school. I created the free up laxative at medical school. I also did the free up detox, was also created at medical school, and I also did the pure gold and the pure green while I was at medical school, you know, and also the garlic syrup at medical school. The rest of them, you know, after I graduate and these type of things. But while I was at medical school, you know, I had to be doing my thing still, you know, because yes, I was in a school with all white people. I was the only black man there, no, man. I was the only black man there. All white people, I telling you, man. Everybody around me was white. I was the only black man. Everybody was living in fancy little hotels and thing. I was living in my little thing. You understand? Me and my empress on a little hill and thing and making it work out. Yeah, man. And these were the toughest times and the loveliest time and the most glorious times. The most, I love these. That's why when people talk and people say things about me and how I do so, gas say rasta gas so got machine so got drive. Play drive sa gas so drive car boué garçon. Garçon, ou so rasta gas so got ride machine, marché. Rasta gas so got service essential oil on sorti last way. All them time. Where these people, man, I was in a medical school for all white people and thing. Honorable, and I had to take it hard. You know, and everybody they had big parents and big thing, doing all kind of big thing for them, and I was just there moving through in my little house with my little empress, and we had one son, our Anu, Honorable Prince Anu, and I mean it was a trying time, a lovely time, and I give thanks, you know, for these testing times, because out of that I had to create a lot of medicines, because even if I was in medical school and going into hospitals and do rotations and these type of things, I never trust this. I was a Rasta man from that time, you know, man. Congo, Bongo, Naya man, you know. So from that time, I had to be creative to create herbs and mixtures and things to take care of my own family first. So that's when my grandmother used to always give me my colon cleanse, and I said, how can I create that colon cleanse that my grandmother passed on from all these generations and was giving me? How can I put it in a bottle and make it accessible to the world? Right, that's where the free up laxative came about. Then I said, but when they gave you the laxative, they also gave you a cooling, something to cool off the physical structure for the inflammation and all these different type of things. That's where the blood detoxifier came in. So these two products were my first two creations, the blood detoxifier and the free up laxative. I remember the first time I took the the blood detoxifier, my feces were black. Right? Yeah, man. I say, what? I say, mama. I call her, yeah, man. I shot jump for joy and say, my goodness, give thanks for this thorough cleansing, and the laxative. And where I was living in a dry place, but there were some plants that were around me in abundance. Like the aloes are in abundance. Aloes, neem, periwinkle, dandelion, cassia. Like these things were in abundance. So in the abundance of everything, I picked, graciously, with gratitude and giving thanks, right, and created products that could have actually sustained me, right, and my entire family through my medical school, right, and also then after medical school, I had already established a great physician international. I didn't have to go and work for nobody. I didn't have to go in no hospital. When I went to when they sent me Miami and they said, okay, boy, you must take 16 injections for you to go into a hospital. I said, me? Okay, all right, I come in. It's the job about man. 16 injections fewer. You understand? So we then went into the production of these medicines. So from the knowledge we acquired from there and my grandmother and these different types of people, I'm no doctor, I never get no license. I have the sense of lying at all. I'm a herbal physician, right? I graduate basic sciences, do my my herbal medicine thing and my acupuncture and my different little things and my things, yeah. But me, no way, so. All right, so then we have the Pure Green, which is basically an iron tonic and an alkalizing tonic. It's one of our sweet products, the laxative. It has 3 different types of oils in it. And the detox, it's bitter. It has the neem, aloes, senna, cascara sagrada, cassia lata, periwinkle. All these things are bitter herbs, right? And cleansing and detoxifying. Plus, it has the senna, and ginger and them type of things. All right. So then, the ginger in every essence is a calmant. It calms down the gastrointestinal tract. So we have the Pure Green now is basically you have the cleansing, the colon cleanse, blood detox, and then you have the building. Okay, so you have the Pure Green for building, right, which contains lots of rich herbs, lots of iron alkalizing herbs, and then you have the Pure Gold for the removal of mucus and helping in the circulatory system. So this helps to take out mucus and inflammation, helps to boost up your circulatory system. So instead of circling late, you circle in early. Okay? Pure Gold. You have a cold, get Pure Gold. Mucus removal, right? Heart conditions, very rich in potassium. We tell you, if you feel stuffy and congested, if you take the Pure Gold and you count to 5 and you still feel the same way, we give you back your money. Same with the laxative comes with a guarantee. If it is that you drink the laxative and you don't get a thorough cleanse, we give you back your money. Money back guarantee. Alright? Then we have the home cleanser, which is a cleanser for the woman. It cleanses the home and balances the hormone. So it helps to balance the hormone. I mean, okay, yesterday I had somebody else from, I think she's in Philadelphia or someplace. She said, she was asking me, what she was telling me. Some kind of thing she was telling me. Let me see what she was telling me. She was telling me some type of thing. And then she said, what's her name again? Okay, let me get that name. Because, our medicines work. Right? Work. Alright, okay. She said, she said, okay, one second. She said, hello, how have you been doing? I said, blessed love, I'm blessed. How is your mom? Because her mom was going through some conditions. Said, just wanted to touch base with you. My mom is doing okay. She's in good spirits and so far doing okay with the chemo. Give thanks, honorable. Happy to hear from you. How are things with the for business? Okay, she said when she's finished the chemo, we'll come into the herbal meds. I said, Irie, you guys see alright? She said, the business is good. I believe I told you I'm pregnant. I said, no. She said, give thanks. Yes, I am, and I'm due. So this is someone who came to us that years couldn't have baby. Right? So remember that previous time I read something about somebody else. So daily, all these people are saying, priest, I'm pregnant, and remember we had this program where I had to tell you about this sister who was querying the $400 price of my female package. People pay 5,000 US to go into Barbados and they never get baby. They pay 10,000 US and they never get baby. 10,000 US, $26,700 EC. They pay, they never get baby, and then they come back to Priest Kailash. And when I tell them $400 a package, they want to come and cry. As if the Rastaman thing now supposed to be dirt cheap, not good. When they go and pay that $26,000, no success, nothing at all, right? When they come to us now, you play by point. So la hamba babuno. La hamba pusha bad. Tamabuno. But our things work. Because when you look at our results with the hundreds of women from all around the world, she said she wants to refer, all around the world. I mean, come on, the amount of woman. So we give thanks for this beautiful sister here who had the audacity to not to tell. See a priest, man, give thanks. Yeah. Sometimes they never, sometimes we learn about that years down the line, right? Years down the line, 3 years, 4 years, and the name is even K something or something after Kailash. Years down the line, we learn about them things there. Okay, so the home cleanser is part of the female package that works. All right, it works. Yeah, okay, all right, okay. So the female package would consist of 6 products. So it would be the colon cleanse, blood detox, pure green, pure gold, the garlic syrup, which is basically to help to regulate the blood. It contains sea moss, it contains kelp, bay leaf, cinnamon, nutmeg, you understand? And 100% cane syrup. Tastes real nice, very good. If I open that there, so the whole bottle I drinking. Why? Because I could afford it. Can you afford it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, you can afford it. You could afford the best for yourself. The best of stuff for yourself. Carnival pass already? Carnival done? No. Costumes expensive, panty and bra. Real expensive, man. Just a little piece of cloth. $900. Alright. And you crying to buy a package. Why is no one calling tonight? 451-9349 453 1730 451-9349. Come on, give us a call. And we have the important male tonic. The male tonic, important male tonic. Make the impotent more important with a smile. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're important and you want to get important, you get the male tonic, man. Makes the impotent more important with a smile. A big smile. Never see a man smile when they've been upset all. See a man and he upset all the time. Bye, both ways. Boy, Lord, must got smile. Oh my goodness. Oh man, things good. Oh yeah. Must see a numb. Yeah. Alright, the important male tonic. Make the important more important with a smile. A big smile, Not no small smile. A huge smile. So then that's basically this big bottle, say the 4-ounce bottle. That makes up the male package or the female package. So the male package you have the 5 and the important male tonic, and the female package you have the 5 and the home cleanser. Okay? There we go. Then we have the prosperity. The prosperity is one of our tinctures. Okay, it's a tincture. Basically contains stinging artillery fern, what they call kwenkai or latukekai, boabade, kalkan, gullywood, ven, whole heap of herbs specifically for the prostate. Prosperity, prostate, it makes the prostate more prosperous. Okay, literally helps with poor movement of the urine if you have a enlarged prostate, if you have stones in the kidneys and them type of things there. Even if you're a woman and you have urinary tract infection, you could see there's a prosperity. Well, I always use my prosperity because I'm prosperous. You see how you see? Prosperity. Don't wait until you know you out of you like Lazarus to come and check us. And then you want to be raised from the dead. You know, at least, man. You know, you try to build up yourself before you die completely. You try to, you know, take your little tonics. You know, every time you service your vehicles, every time you take care of all type of things, but you don't want to take a little tonic to tonify yourself so at least you could perform good. Then you're upset. Toujours fâché. C'est pas un monde qui fait ça. Ou qu'a fait comme ça? Quand tu travailles, hein? Quand tu travailles red, ciment, concrete, mortier, et puis tu fais pain, et biscuit, et puis soft drink ou boire. Et puis expect that qu'il fonctionne. Ou pas fonctionne. Ou là qu'on fait sec, va voter là ou là, va voter là ou là parce que ou pas manger bien, ou pas pour quelque chose. All right, we have the answer. The answer is 451-9349-453-1730. No calls tonight. When I finish my products, speak about my products. All right, you should give us a call now, man. Let us know how what happened if you. The answer basically is as it says is the answer. You have a question? What's the question? There's the answer. You have a question? There's the answer. You have a question? There's the answer. What's it? There's the answer. The answer to cancer. I mean, definitely this was. You have a call? Okay, all right. Yeah, but I think that sometimes people always tell me they're trying to call all the time and they cannot get through. A lot of times. So wait, priest, even times when I'm there saying call, I think I went to Suzel to see a brother, and then he said, "But priest, boy, I was trying to call that day." Somebody said, "But there are times where they're talking and nobody was calling." So all lots of people trying to call and they can't get through. All right, the answer is basically an immune system enhancer. Very good for people with poor immune system. You know, anything that deals with the immune system, autoimmune conditions, your flu want to catch you, the flu flies away when it comes next to the answer. Where's the flu? The answer, right? Basically, that is very good as an antiseptic, goes to clean, disinfect. You know that. I love the answer. It's something that is one of our favorites. Always drink the answer. Always drink the answer. Always drink the answer. Always. Answer, right? They call it sometimes. I used to call it ugly face medicine. But when you got to make an ugly face because you know I cannot look ugly, so that's ugly face medicine for some other kind of people. It says 1 cupful in a glass of water, but I like taking 3 cupfuls direct. Yeah, man, I'm ready to go. So the answer, when they have chikungunya and all that type of things there, these things that can't come close. Can't come close at all. Then we have the Raslax syrup. Why relax when you could Raslax? Eh? This is very good for insomnia, stress, depression, super dummy, bygone. Very good. Just take a teaspoon of it every night, or a cupful and a half every night. Very good. If you know that it's a syrup, eh? It's a soursop leaf, root and bark, vervine, gully root, sticky nettle, hemp, seeds, you know, and also you have italcane juice. Okay? As a syrup. Alright, that there is very effective. Yeah. Alright. Then we have the dewormer. The dewormer is specifically to remove parasites from the physical structure. And that there is.
Him talking.
Yes, caller, bless.
Good night, Priest Kailash.
Honorable, blessed, give thanks.
Blessed love.
Blessed.
Okay. We are looking at you on the TV there. I see you drinking something there. What's this?
Oh, that's the answer, man.
The what?
The answer. It's one of our products called the answer.
Oh, the answer. Oh, okay. We enjoying your show there.
Oh, give thanks for the love. Give thanks.
Give thanks.
Love. Give thanks for the call, my beloved sister. It means a lot to me. You see, just the one, I mean, it's great. The dewormer removes parasites. That's good for the face too. You see, when you have things on your face, pimples and breakouts, take the little dewormer. Pass it out, eh? If you get a little cut, clean that with that. If you have worms, drink it. Yes, caller, blessed.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, my brother.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm highly blessed.
Well, man, you look blessed.
I am. Give thanks,
Yeah,
man.
very well. Thanks for that. I've been trying to call your program for quite a while, because I'm very much interested in your line of healing people.
Give thanks, man. Could you speak up a little bit louder, or is it my technician who have to put up the thing?
Yeah,
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in your style of trying to heal people.
Give thanks, man.
And I've always resented these medical drugs and these kind of things there. Now, recently I had a problem with my eye. I thought I was really going blind.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened one day I was making a jot and used some cayenne pepper and crushed the cayenne pepper and had the jot and thing. And at the end of the day I ended up washing my face and the pepper went in my eye. And I thought, well, boy, that was the end of it. And kept quiet, didn't say nothing about it until a couple of days afterwards, my eye really cleared up. I began to see a lot better than I used to. And I was wondering, I wanted to come and see you about that, but they can't have the time, but you know how it is sometimes. And I wanted to thrash it up to you and to give us an idea of the connection with the cayenne pepper and people's eyes.
Well, I mean, the cayenne pepper helps with circulation, so it would burn the eye. I won't tell somebody to put it in the eye deliberately, but if cayenne pepper go in my eye, I'm not afraid. I'm happy, because I know it cleanses it. It will take out mucus. It will help in the circulation, bring more blood flow to the eye. You understand? So it's also an antiseptic. People with open wounds just put cayenne pepper in it. It stops the bleeding also, right? So it is a very nutritive thing. I won't tell you go and put cayenne pepper in your eye because it's hot, right?
Yeah.
But if it goes in it, brother, give thanks.
Yeah.
Okay? Give thanks.
Yeah, I was talking to an elder about that. And what he told me was he can remember he used to fight roosters. And when the roosters had the spur into the eyes, they would put some pepper in the rooster's eye.
Yeah, man.
According to see.
Pepper and veven, not what?
So I don't know what the research is about that.
Well, yeah. Well, I know I had a master uncle in them things. It was Uncle Fredesh. Give thanks, God bless his divine soul, Yeah, give thanks, keeping his memory and his...
Give thanks for talking to you, man.
Love. Yeah, man, he used to do the masterful type of things. Masterful things with them rooster. They make the blind rooster see. Yeah, but nobody never come and... They should come and check him and create a product from that since that day. Yeah, so, we had the circle early. We say, why circle late when you could circle early? Okay, the circle late, Sean, if it's bad, you take the circle early. The circle early is good for blood feeding people.
Hello, good night. Hold on, someone wants to talk to you. Hold on.
Yeah, bless.
Blessed love.
Honorable, blessed, give thanks.
How you doing?
Oh, I am blessed. Give thanks for asking. And how is the eye?
You know who's speaking? You ask me how is the eye.
The eye, because I and I, we
okay, the eye is there the same.
Oh, give thanks.
I have to come to you.
Oh.
Yes. But what happened, the potassium, it is high. What can I take for that? They say the potassium is very high.
If your potassium high, you have to check your kidneys,
Pardon?
If your potassium is very high, it's good to check your kidneys.
Go to?
Go to check your kidneys.
Oh, okay.
High potassium does most of the time be as a consequence of improper kidney function.
Okay.
And in kidney failure, it is high potassium that has killed people most of the time. Okay? So it's good to check on your kidney function, see everything is alright. But the best thing is to come and see us, man.
Okay.
And bring all the results, everything that you have. Bring it. Let us see.
My kidneys are all it's good.
Bring everything that you have. Let me see it. Let me see you so I could. Go on.
Alright.
Alright, beloved. Give thanks.
Okay.
Yes, I. So why circle late when you could circle early? Alright? So the circle early is one of our products for poor circulation, blood clots. Why you want to be on rat poison? Warfarin is rat poison. They give the people warfarin because they have blood clot, which is rat poison. Now use your circle early, which contains turmeric, bay leaf, cinnamon, jafana, carpenter bush, cayenne pepper, organic barley. So these things just feeds the blood. So you don't need no rat poison. Don't do that. Then you have the hemp syrup, which is basically designed for the destruction of cancer cells. If you cannot sleep, if you are in pain and them type of things there, very, very, very effective. Okay? I tell people take it in night only because it might make you feel a bit drowsy. Then you have an activated charcoal. Activated charcoal made specifically from coconut shells. Alright? So that's very important for poisoning, to detoxify and cleanse your whole blood, your system. Upan pou malade pou sa servi. You get your charcoal powder and just put a little teaspoon in your water and you drink it for the day. Every day, so it detoxifies and cleanses out your physical structure. Remember, it's charcoal they have in all them water filters. Charcoal, yeah man, yeah. All them Brita, what they have is charcoal, they have activated charcoal. So we, and all them things we make by ourselves. Everything, we don't sell nothing from nobody. Nothing. Everything we do, we create it. So you have a line of tea bags also. The tea bags are made up with organic, everything in it is organic. Even the bags from the tea, they are handmade. So here you have like the stinging nettle tea, Zoti, right? If you look at it, you're just going to see the greenness inside of it. You could smell the Zoti. You smell it? Smell it. Smell it? Alright, you see? So, you could smell the Zoti, right? And you don't have to worry about, Chris, I have this Zoti. Just take a tea bag, dip, dip, dip for dip, dip for dip. That, you get your own tea bag and dip your tea bag. And you got even our tea bag, you can even use it twice. See by la wet by. After you done that, put in a little thing, put it in your fridge and thing and use it again. Dip, dip, dip. You understand? So you don't have to worry about dosage. It's already there quantified for you. So we have Vin tea bag, stinging nettle, Spanish needle, worm bush, any type of herb that grows in St. Lucia, we have it in the tea bag also. Alright? So we produce all these things to make things easier for you. So if it is that, things, you're busy, you don't have time for yourself, we make time for you. Alright? So definitely, we give thanks that you could have seen the range of what we have to offer. And the lines are open, 451-934 1730. Give us a call. Let us know what is on your mind. It seems like no one would be calling. No one calling you. No one said nothing about what you've been saying, sister. Okay, I'll call her there.
Good night.
Yes, blessed.
King Kailash.
Honorable.
Good night, and how are you?
I am divinely blessed.
Thanks very much for your program. I always watching it every night, and it's really interested.
Give thanks.
Keep on the good work.
Give thanks.
God will bless you.
Merci. You have to bless me too, Bless me.
Yes. But is your office the same place opposite SNS?
Our office now is on Jeremy Street, right opposite the old fire station.
Okay, thank you. When does you open?
Well, I'm in office on Mondays and on Wednesdays in the afternoon from 2 o'clock onwards. That's my only available times.
Okay, Mondays at 2?
Yeah, Monday at 2 and Wednesday at 2 onwards.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Love.
Bye.
Love. Well, we are. Oh, give thanks, Empress. You see what I did about it? You see, the Empress didn't tell me, did I miss the creams? We have a line of creams also, but I left the cream. Eczema, lota, anything, And remember, all these things, there's things we make with our own hands. Yes, caller, blessed.
Yes, good night, Honorable.
Give thanks, Honorable.
Yes, I just want to say thank you for educating us and be patient because we are school learners.
Give thanks, my love.
But you do a very, very good job and a very effective one as well.
Give thanks, my love.
What I would like to know is, do you have a periwinkle tea bag?
The tea bag in what? And you breaking up a bit.
The periwinkle.
Yeah, we do have the periwinkle tea bag also, yes.
Okay, can I get that price, please?
$25.
Okay, thank you so very much.
You're welcome, beloved. Give thanks.
All right, then. Thanks.
All right. Love.
Yes, love.
Blessed love. Blessed love. You see, I could call people my love, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's me. You know, you can't. I could, you know, there are a lot of elderly people that give me plenty love, you know, like love. They bring my wax apple for me. No, I mean, give thanks for the avocado you brought for me the last time.
Yes.
All right. Many people actually come and they give, and I say I give thanks for that divine love and them type of things. So, sometimes you don't understand how these things just touch my heart. Trust me. Yes, caller, blessed.
Yeah, blessed love.
Honorable, give thanks.
Honorable, blessed. I want to know the office you have on Jeremy Street. Have you any number for that office, please?
451-8813.
Hold on. Yes.
451.
451.
8813.
What?
451. 88.
8813.
13.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my brother.
All right.
Give thanks. Blessed. And the WhatsApp is 722-3660. That is 722-3660. That's a WhatsApp number. Okay? You got it? Yes, you got it. Yes, my sister. I mean, our time is right now. Let me give you, 2 minutes so you could give us a quick summary of what you've discussed today.
Okay. I will leave the nation with some tips for better relationships, and I will begin by saying, never lie about yourself, who you are, what you want, your likes, your dislikes, your hopes, your dreams, your joys, your tastes, your standards. When you venture into a relationship, if that relationship is started on a false premise, your entire relationship will be a false relationship. So you must always be authentic with oneself. Secondly, never betray yourself to be pleasing or acceptable for another person. Always be real. Never allow your relationship to define you. You should define the relationship that you live in. Always stand naked before your partner. That is, naked emotionally, physically, spiritually, psychologically. Openness is very important in a relationship. Communication is key. So nakedness is very important in the success of any relationship. And finally, learn the art of sex. Too often, sex early in a relationship can kill a relationship. But if you enter a relationship under the right foundation, knowing what your union is about, when you are in that relationship, sex should be a natural part of the relationship. Sex is energy. It's a movement of energy. Too often, I find people always see sex as some grand climax, where sex is supposed to be what the relationship entails 24/7. Just the way, priest, you smile for your empress. You touch your empress. You help your empress by making the bed together, by lifting up the boxes together. A little wink, a little encouragement, a hug, a pull. Sexual energy is the build-up of sexual union. So when we have learned the art of this synergetic energy, our sexual relationships become more prosperous and meaningful.
Well, I mean, give thanks, definitely for your inspiration. So now it's time for people to expire, to internalize whatever it is have been told tonight and see what best they could actually do with it. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to night, as a nation, we are in a state whereby we really need to revolutionize our way of thinking, and start to focus more on long term, not just short-term goals, because many of the things that we ought to accomplish as a people, these are things that need a lot of persistence and perseverance. You know, whenever you start up something, you don't just give up. You know, I remember the first 2006, 2007, the first time I toured England, right? I remember I used to have a bag of medicines when I go into a lecture. You know, I took a train. Right, I took a train, 2007. And I used to have a bag of medicine and my big cab on me and go in there and traveling over there and take that train and go on underground and take that one there. And yeah, that was in 2007. Now, today, if I tour England today, if let's say I'm going to London tomorrow and I'm going to have a series of lectures, it's not going to be like that. I'm not going to be toting big bag of full of medicine and going from train to train. No. It began like that. It began like that. Right? Snow and need gloves and thing and going through and, you know. Yeah, man, I remember, man, if all the people watching and thinking well, you are terrorists if playing. You understand? Bottles and bomb and thing and them type of things there. No. If I go to there, I might, just jump in, pick up a car at the airport, jump in a car. And not just any car too. Alright? Yeah. Why? Because I work. Where were you when I was pulling my thing in the snow and the cold and thing? So if I decide to drive in a Benz or whatever and to drive in now, if I'm up there in the cold, that's not your business. So I'm supposed to walk barefooted in the cold because I'm a Rasta man. That's the mentality of our people. So when people work hard, nothing that you have to accomplish won't come easy. Telling you, I go up there and I used to be touting my suitcase with medicines all over the place. Lecture here, lecture there, lecture there, lecture here, lecture there. Until that same year, I got a BBC London interview. Match the place up. Yeah, terrible. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And as time progressed, that school, this, that, this, and until today, where we have revolutionized a lot of the things, even in London City, the United Kingdom, when it comes to the wellness. You don't know, you just don't know. At the end of the day, right, our work has taken us around the world, and it's a work that we're happy to do. We are proud to be born right there in St. Lucia. I'm happy to be your servant. I'm happy to serve you. And long time ago, I remember 2008, I left St. Lucia. I went to Africa. I say, boy, let me go to Africa and thing. Yeah, and the creator told me, Priest, that's not time for you to stay in Ghana, You go and work with your people still. I come back and I work and I'm still here working and thing. But sooner or later, I'm building up the rejuvenation center in the mountain. But the ultimate goal is to have my own country in Africa. I mean, come on, man. I mean, my own country. Big. Yeah. Then, I mean, I'm doing the little one here in St. Lucia and then Mount Kailash Rejuvenation Center. And then, because it's a lifestyle, it's a way of living, it's a way of living. So at the end of the day, when it comes to night, we have to change our complete character, the way that we think, the way that we perceive things, As I always say, it's all about point of view. Either you're looking from up down, if you're looking from bottom up, if you're looking from that side, or you're looking from this side, or if you're looking from front view, whatever view, or whatever, or if you have shades on, or if you have glasses on, or if you have contact lens on, whatever, it changes the whole perception, what you see in. So 99% of your reality is your perception, what you perceive to be true. It doesn't necessarily have to be true. So you could be living a lie. You understand? So don't be too, as I would say, hypocritical. Be honest. Be open-minded. Be willing to learn. Be willing to listen. Because sometimes plenty things I don't teach on the TV. plenty things I don't teach because it's not for everybody, right? Some things is just not for everyone. Some levels of knowledge and thing, people not ready, right? So you have to be open, and no one is trying to force down anything down your head. I'm not trying to get you to be Rasta. That ain't my business. Rasta no club. Less people in Rastafari better for me, man. If it's herb, then I will get more herb for myself, right? If it is good food, I get more food for my. I'm not here to try to convert you, to do this, you know. I'm not here to convert you. No. I'm here because I love you. Right? I love the Iron Man, right? And I want to see you all better. And trust me, remember in Rodney Bay we used to be giving a whole heap of free consultations, and we have 100 people outside there waiting on consultation free. I remember these days there. Right? So we've done our part, and soon we'll be giving you some free consultation again. You understand? But remember, I love the Iron Man and I want the best for you all. Right? And I really, do that whatever I do for your own upliftment and for my upliftment first, and to uplift myself. Right? If I have and I'm successful and I can create, then I can create in abundance that you could have, and you could have extra. Because our God is a God of abundance. God is a God of abundance. Trust me. Right? He's a God of abundance. Look at how many trees you see. Look at how much water you see. Look at how many of this. Look at how much of that. Look at how much of this. So our God is a God of abundance. So let us work in abundance. Let us know that everything is there for our grabbing, our taking, our sharing, our loving. And we give thanks. Remember, I'm in office tomorrow, Monday, from 2 o'clock until, and also on Wednesday. And definitely those of you who want any medicines down south, definitely I will be down south on Tuesday. So give us a call from now. WhatsApp us 722-3660. WhatsApp us on 722-3660. And definitely we'll be able to deliver these medicines for you. Or if you're on a home visit, give us a call. Right? And the price of our home visits. Right? Okay, alright. So give thanks again for all those of you who wait for us. Have a blessed night, and may the Almighty God make His holy face shine upon your holy face. And even if your face not so holy, His face still going to shine upon it. No matter who you are, So love yourself, forgive yourself. Cha? Rastafari. Blessed love.
Blessed love.